Hello and welcome to Lunchtime Yoga. We're going to go ahead and get started with a little centering. So, finding a folded blanket to sit on, or even a block. If you want to sit in hero's pose, you can place the block underneath of you and sit back into Virasana or hero's pose. If the back of the knees are tight, then, or you have any discomfort, you can take a folded blanket and put behind those knees and go ahead and sit back. Otherwise, the other options are to just sit with your legs out in front of you. I like to sit on the edge of a folded blanket, and I'm going to sit cross-legged. You are welcome to also join me sitting cross-legged as well. So we're partway through our day, and we're going to delve into a little 30-minute practice to just kind of open up the body and release any tension that we may have built up from our day at this point in time. So feeling the base of the body reaching downward, letting the weight of the body just settle on down. Connecting into your breath, taking a deep breath. Allow this breath to travel all the way down into your abdomen, even down into the pelvis. And then exhaling from that area back up and out through the nose. We're going to continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose as long as that is possible for you. If it's not, feel free to breathe through the mouth, but ideally we're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Just letting go of your morning at this point, letting go of all the to-do list you still have left for the day, and just really turn inward. Feel the breath flowing into the body, a little cool probably. As you exhale, a little warm breath exhaling out through the nose. Continuing breathing into the belly and exhaling from the belly. Moving from that belly breath into our 3-part yogic breath, Dirga breath. Breathing into the abdomen, feeling next to the rib cage, and then the collarbone area, the upper back area, exhaling from your belly and the rib cage and the collarbones and upper back. Feeling a wave of breath flowing in through the nose and out through the nose. I'm going to invite you to find an evenness in your inhale and exhale, meaning that they're the same length. So as you inhale, maybe counting to 4, sometimes 6 for some people is a better number, and then using the same number on the inhale as you do on the exhale. So if you inhale the count of 4, then exhale to the count of 4. Just finding that pattern. And that counting can also help you stay more connected to your breath and allow the thoughts that might try to enter into the mind to remain at bay. Let's draw our hands to our heart center. I want us to continue with that steady breath through the rest of our practice in this half hour here on our mats. For now, we're going to start our short little practice with a little Om. So let the thumbs just gently press into the sternum, reminding you to maybe lift just a little bit more through that sternum. If you do that, you'll also feel the shoulder blades just slide a little more down the back. Take a deep breath in here and out. And we'll inhale for Om. Let your head come forward, but keep that spine long. Just pause here and take a moment to breathe in. Good. And then releasing those hands. Let's take our hands behind us, lean back onto them, feet a little wider than hips, and let your knees rock side to side, connecting back into your breath, breathing that belly, ribs, collarbones, exhaling the belly and the ribs and the collarbones. And we're going to come back up to a seated position. If you were sitting cross-legged, try to put the opposite foot in front this time than you normally would. Reconnecting with the base of the body in whichever position you've decided to sit in, letting the spine be nice and tall. Holding onto your legs, whether your thighs, if your legs are out straight, or your thighs if you're sitting in hero pose, or I like to hold my feet in this cross-legged position and just stretch the spine nice and long and tall. Just kind of using that as traction to create more length in the spine, to get deep breath in and out. Good. We're going to inhale, keep that length in the spine, reaching the arms up nice and long and tall. And go ahead and twist to your right, dropping your left hand outside the right knee, right arm behind you. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. And exhale, sink into your twist. Keeping that length. 2 more deep breaths in and out. Good. Inhaling those arms back up overhead, twisting all the way over to the left, dropping the right hand outside the left leg, left arm behind you, keeping that length in the spine. Inhale, relax the shoulders. Exhaling, keeping that length. 2 more deep breaths in and out here. Good. Inhale, reaching those arms up overhead. Letting the arms come down to your side. Keep them here at T level. And bend the elbows. We're going to take the right arm under the left and give yourself a hug. We're just going to do a little gentle shoulder opening here in the beginning of class. Breathing into that space between the shoulder blades here. Good. And either staying here and continuing to breathe, or taking the backs of the hands together or the palms, whichever works for your body. Lift the elbows back up. Draw the shoulder blades toward the spine. Take a deep breath in and out here. Just breathe into those shoulders. Just a couple, 2 more breaths here. Good. And then releasing if you're in full eagle arms. Take those arms out to your side. Spread them wide. Inhale, lengthen up again. And go ahead and exhale, arms back down. Bend the elbows. This time the left arm comes under the right. Give yourself a hug. Good. Deep breath in here. And out. Go ahead and come into your eagle arms, with their backs of hands here, their palms, or feel free to keep your arms where they were. Lift the elbows up. Draw the shoulder blades toward the spine. Just take 3 deep breaths in and out here. Directing your breath into the areas that are tight in your shoulders. And on your exhale, go ahead and release. Take those arms out to the side again. Inhale, reach up nice and long. Exhale, let's take the hands behind us. Clasp the hands, push the knuckles down toward the floor. Kind of walking those shoulder blades toward each other a little more. And really being exaggerated here in this opening the front of the body. Take a deep breath in. And out. And another one, even shrugging your shoulders up by your ears. Exhale. Good, last breath, reaching those arms down. Good, and then release and let go. We're gonna make our way up into table position next. So moving the folded blanket to the side. And go ahead and bring your knees under your hips. So your hips and your knees are hip distance apart. Hands are shoulder distance apart under the shoulders. And we're gonna come right into a few cat and cow stretches here for the spine. Push firmly into your hands. The creases of your wrists should be parallel with that top edge of your mat. Fingers are spread, thumbs form a J. Spread those fingers evenly if you can. Push every finger pad, every knuckle down into your mat. Begin to inhale, lift the tailbone and the head up to the ceiling. Open through the chest. Exhale, arch the back to the ceiling. Just drop the head and tailbone. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, arch the back. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, arch your back. Good, a couple more at your own pace, breathing in through the spine. Good. One more each way, inhaling, lifting that head. Exhale, arching the back. Making your way back to table. We're gonna come right up into downward dog here, so toes are curled under. Press into those hands, lift those hips up and back. Paddle through the heels if you want your first downward dog. Good. And press into those hands, lift those hips up and back a little more. You can keep a little bend in your knees here if you want. Then release the heels toward the floor. Walk your hands toward your knees and coming just kind of into a squat if you can. Now, some of you might need to leave your hips up a little higher, and that's okay. Do what you need to do. We're just gonna walk our hands forward and back, just kind of rolling over our toes and our ankles, just opening up the feet a little bit more, the bottom of those feet. They like to have a little attention too. Good. And then from here, feet are about hip width apart. Soles of the feet come to the floor, come right into a forward fold. Breathing, you can keep a bend in your knees to start. Breathing into the back of the legs. A little more weight toward the balls of your feet. You can hold opposite elbows of your arms. And come up to a flat back. We're going to take a moment to stretch here long through the spine, out through that chest and breastbone. You can have your hands on your thighs or your lower legs. Some of you may even be able to put your hands on the floor and keep your back nice and long. Good, take a breath in here again. Stretch the tailbone away from the crown of the head. Arms out to your side. Press into your feet. Lifting all the way up, stretch nice and long. And exhale your arms down by your side. Good, we're gonna flow through a little half sun salutation. So with our feet hip distance apart or together if you're used to practicing that way, reach down through the 3 points of your feet, really pushing down firmly into those. I always like to lift my toes to feel those 3 points, but it also stretches and lengthens the skin at the sole of the foot there. So it's almost like you have just a little bit more surface in contact with the earth because we're kind of elongating that skin there and stretching that out. And then release your toes back down. Hug the thigh muscles in nice and firmly. Tailbone is neutral. Circle those shoulders up and back and down. Let's do that a couple of times. And then letting the shoulders rest away from your ears. Shoulder blades are drawing toward the spine and down the back. Lifting the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in here. and out. Good. Inhale, reach those arms up nice and long. Exhaling, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up with the palms forward. Lift up and out of the waist as you push into those feet. Maybe even taking a gentle back bend here. And then exhale, forward fold. Take that length forward and down. We're inhaling back to that flat back and exhaling back down again. This time we're going to inhale, bend the knees up into Utkatasana or chair pose. Your arms, if you have any low back issues, can stay at shoulder height or take them all the way up. Exhale, sink a little more into your legs. Inhale, push all the way up, and exhale, arms by our side. We're going to do that again. Inhale, arms up, exhaling, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up, lift up and out of the waist. And exhale into your forward fold. Inhaling to our flat back. And exhale back down. Inhaling, bending the knees, Utkatasana. And exhale, sink. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, arms by our side. And again, inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, hands to heart. Inhale, up. Hasta Uttanasana, bowing forward into Padahastasana. Inhale to our flat back, tripod. Exhale, back down. Inhaling, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, sink. Inhale, up. And exhale, arms by your side. Okay, we're going to flow again, but we're going to move into full sun salutation, but we're going to pause and do a little opening. Inhale, arms up. Exhaling, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, palms forward. Exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and inhale to your flat back. And exhale, hands down. Inhale that right foot back. Bring the right knee to the floor. Pause here and breathe into the hips. Good. Just letting there be that opening there. We're going to take our right hand to the floor. You're going to bend the right knee and reach back with your left hand for that. You can shift your hips back if you need to do that, and then sink into your lunge. Open to the side here in this little side stretch. Breathing into that quad, that right quadricep. Deep breath in and out. Good. Rotating a little more to the side. Deep breath in. Opening through the heart. And go ahead and release. Inhale, lift those hips. Step back to plank. And exhale, knees, chest and chin, 8 points pose. Inhale into cobra. And exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, we're going to step that right foot forward, left knee down. Exhaling, left foot to meet the right, finger forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up. Take a gentle back bend. And exhale into forward fold. Inhaling, left foot back, left knee down. Same thing. Breathe a few moments into the front of that left hip. Good. Take the left hand this time in the inside here. Putting a little weight on that. And shift your hips back if you want. Bend to the left knee. Reach back with the right hand for that ankle. Go ahead and lift up through the heart here. Breathing into your quad. Sink into your lunge. Open up through the heart. One more breath, really opening here. Good. Shift the hips back if you need to. Release that leg down. Lift the hips, step back to plank. And exhaling, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale into cobra. And exhale back to downward dog. Inhaling to bring the left foot forward. Bring the right knee down. And exhaling right foot to meet the left in your forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up. Then exhale, arms by your side. From here, we're going to move right into warrior one. From warrior one, we're going to come into balancing stick. So if you have a block available and you would like to use that for this pose, feel free to have a block with you. So putting that near the top of your mat. And at the top of our mat, we're going to step back with the right foot into the high lunge. And if you want to put the back heel down for true Virabhadrasana 1 or Warrior 1, feel free. I'm going to stay up on the ball of my toes on that right foot. Draw the whole left hip back and the whole right hip forward. Sink into your legs, into your lunge. We're opening up that quad a little bit just a moment ago. Lengthen through your spine. Take the arms on up. Breathing, find a focal point. Remember that steady breath at the beginning of practice. Good. And then exhaling. We're going to begin to shift our weight onto that left foot, hopping the back foot forward. Coming onto this leg. You can take your hands to a block to start if you want. You're going to lift that right leg off the floor, pretending that you're pushing that right into a wall behind you. So lifting that leg, try to keep your pelvis square, flat to the floor. And then you can begin to let go of that block, extending from that heel behind you out through the crown of the head. Go ahead and bend that left knee and drop right on back. And then we're going to change sides. So exhale, stepping forward, shake your legs out. As always, if you want to have a wall nearby, it's fine. Go ahead and shift your weight onto, actually keep your feet hip width apart, and then take a deep breath in. Exhale, step back with that left foot this time into the high lunge. So if again you want to do the full Virabhadrasana 1 with that heel, back heel down, feel free. Otherwise, keep the right knee over the right heel. Keep drawing the left hip forward and the right hip back. That left thigh rolls in a little bit. Find a focal point on the floor, a few feet ahead or at the horizon. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Draw the arms up. Shoulders still keep away from the ears here. Breathing. Good, and transitioning into balancing stick on this side. Being hop, put your weight on that right foot. Bring your hands to the block if you want to start. You can even keep your hands here on this block. You want to keep that pelvis as square to the floor as possible. Keep lifting, keep pressing through that left foot. Take your arms alongside your legs if you can, or keep them on the block. Breathing. Standing from that left foot up through the crown of the head. One more breath. Go ahead and bend the left knee, bringing the left foot down. And then exhale, step forward. Shaking that out. Good. All right. We're going to do just another couple postures standing before we come back to the floor. So at the top of your mat, we're going to step back with the right foot. Pivot to bring it parallel with the back edge of the mat. Heel to the left foot over to bisect that left arch. Setting up for Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. And we have a tendency sometimes for the torso to lean towards the front of our mat in this pose. Try to keep the shoulders stacked over the hips. Sink into your legs, pressing firmly into the 3 points of both feet. Arms come up, relax the shoulders, gaze forward over the third left finger. Breathing steady. Good, and then from here, we're going to just transition into extended side angle. Left arm on the thigh, right arm alongside the temple, rotating that chest open. Don't collapse on that left shoulder. Press into the outer edge of that right foot, reach up through the fingertips, breathe. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Pressing into those legs, stretching all the way up. From here, Utthita Trikonasana, stretching that torso out, reaching out for that imaginary wall, and then hugging your thigh muscles in, and rotating that chest open, stretching from fingertip to fingertip, breathing a few breaths here. Gaze at the floor, the horizon, or the upper right thumb. And pressing all the way back up, hands to heart, pivoting that left foot to be parallel with the back edge of the mat, front edge of your mat, sorry. Pointing your toes toward the back edge of your mat. Bend your knees, Virabhadrasana 2 on this side. Sink into your side lunge. Good. Right knee over the right heel. Right heel bisects left arch. Shoulders over hips, as we said before. Arms up. Relax the shoulders. Gazing forward over the third right finger. Breathing softly. Good. Extended side angle. Right arm to right thigh, stretching long, rotating that chest open. Don't collapse on that right shoulder. Breathing outer edge of the left foot up through the left fingertips. Good. Lengthening that torso up, straightening that right leg, but not hyperextending that knee, hugging the thigh muscles in really tightly to the thigh, hinging at that right hip joint, sliding the torso forward. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. Breathing, Utthita Trikonasana, gazing at the floor, the horizon, and the upper left thumb. Good, we're gonna pivot to face the back of our mat and take your hands to the floor. Step right on back to a downward dog. Stretch long. And go ahead and release knees to floor, wider than hips. Big toes together for just a little pause here in child's pose. Forehead to the floor, arms overhead, just pausing here for a moment. And inhaling and lifting the head, walking the hands towards you. We're going to make our way onto our backs. Little bridge pose. Satu Bandhasana. So here, feet are hip width apart. And make sure the toes seem in the same plane. Sometimes one foot likes to travel out in front of the other one. Coming onto your back, just resting here for a moment. Getting ready for bridge pose. Arms alongside your legs, palms down. Pushing into your feet, curl the tailbone under and roll up your spine. When you come to the level of your shoulders, don't turn your head anymore. Keep your head looking straight up at the ceiling. Walk, if you can, your shoulders underneath of you. If you need to still keep your arms alongside of you on the floor, do that. But if you can, walking those elbows toward each other underneath of you, clasp your hand, push the pinky side down into the floor. Still pushing into the 3 points of your feet. Lift those hips, but don't let the knees wing out to the side. Take a deep breath here, breathing into the front of the body. Feeling the strength in those hips, in the thighs, lifting those hips. Engage the glutes, the buttocks muscles a little more, lift a little higher if you can. Keep breathing. Good, and then walk the shoulders out from underneath of you. Curl that tailbone under and release the spine back to the floor. Bring your feet in close to each other and your arms out off your shoulders in T position. Deep breath in here. And on your exhale, just let your knees flop over to the right. If you want, turn your head a little to the left, just in breathing through this whole twist here. Inhaling the knees up through the center and dropping the knees over to the left this time. Turn your head to look at your right hand if you want, breathing through this twist. Good. Inhaling up through the center. You could stay and twist for a while. Draw those knees in. Just hug them in tight. Draw your head up toward your knees, curling in like a little ball. And then exhale, release. Stretch those legs out to the edges of the mat. Take the arms overhead. Point the toes. Reach up through the fingertips. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release. Bring the arms alongside of you. Rock your head a little side to side. Rest the head in the center and stay here for just a few moments in a little short Shavasana. Deep breath in and out. Sighing through the mouth. Deep breath in again. Use this exhale to just encourage your body, your low back, your torso, your legs, everything to just relax a little more into the floor. Letting go. Now just let your body breathe without any thought. No more awareness. No direction of the breath. Just let it be. you're at home and you want to continue staying here, you have the time, feel free to stay in Shavasana a little longer. For the rest of us, we'll begin to invite some gentle movement into the body, however you would like to move. Even taking a moment to roll to your right side and pause for a moment. Stay connected here to that place of a little more stillness and quiet within. Gently lifting your torso back up, coming to your seated position where we will end class. One Om, just as we started, base of the body reaching downward, lengthening through the spine, kind of the head reaching up, shoulder blades sliding down the back, hands to heart. Deep breath in and out. And inhaling for Om. Namaste.